Hello, my friends. Wow, an entire month has gone by and I haven't done a single video. I suppose I owe you a bit of an explanation, don't I? Because, I like to be consistent, and I really try to. But this past month, I have had some things happen that I could do nothing about. And it has only been till now that I've been able to sit down and make another video for you guys. I've been cut off in multiple ways and times and forced to sit and think about things. And it's been good. It's been good. Hard, financially speaking. Should I just tell you what happened? Maybe I should. A brief synopsis of what happened over the past month. Let's see. Well, my father passed away. So I, had to go give an honest speech, best as I could according to my conscience. In case you didn't realize, religious family that I'm from. Then my vehicle broke down 2 hours from getting there. And I had to get some help from some very gracious, wonderful people. Christians, nonetheless. You follow my channel, you know. I mean, it's not a surprise to me. We went way back. It was my brother's church actually that helped out with getting my car fixed and everything. It was mainly due to the economy, ridiculously expensive to fix. And mark it down for official as the game was that I put on here and paid out. They didn't say that I owe them. They said it was a gift, but I'm gonna pay them back more than what they gave to me, because it was still a very nice thing they did for me that they didn't have to do. And given the honest things that I said about my dad, it was a little bit more difficult for them to do that. I know it was. And I may have a separate video for what I said at my dad's funeral, and maybe I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not, but yeah, I just gave my honest thoughts of how I saw my dad throughout my life. I may share those thoughts here and a little bit more on it, possibly. I have to think that over some more. But that turned into a whole week-long thing. It literally took a week to get my car fixed. Then I made it back here, and then I switched jobs to a much nicer job in many ways. I have more time. Well, I get off a little bit earlier, so to speak. The only drawback is a little bit less pay. But otherwise, it is so far a much nicer place to work for. But because of where I'm at, where I've been at just recently financially, and because I've had to take a pay cut in order to get a better job, better overall job. In addition to some other things I've realized that I've had to what's what I'm looking for? Add in, weigh in, take into account. There we go. Let's go with that. Some other things I've had to take into account altogether. Ultimately, boiling down to the realization that I'm going to have to get a roommate. Either a permanent one that I really get along with in order to keep this apartment, or a temporary one till I can get out of this apartment and go back to renting a room somewhere else for much cheaper. Because my finances and my income leave me no choice. I have to do that. And the way the economy has gone. I used to be able to survive on what I am going to be making, but because of the economy, I no longer can. So that's going to be an interesting adventure I'm going to have to deal with, in addition to everything else. But that is not going to stop the videos here. In fact, the title of what this video is, we're finally getting to now. The new direction of this channel. While I still enjoy doing the Bible stuff, I've come to realize that so far that is so niche, so super niche. Hope I'm saying that right. That it's really not doing much of any good. It's fun. It's good. It's a good brain exercise. But ultimately, how much is it really helping people out in their day-to-day lives? I mean, that is the goal that I am trying to do, so to speak, drawing good as well as the bad from the Bible. Make people take a second look at the Bible, but not everyone's gonna be open to doing that. Most people aren't. And the Bible is such a boring book, even though, I try and focus on the interesting parts. Most people hear the word Bible and they're like, So, still going to do it for fun, but I've decided, for the sake of the new direction that we're going to be going, I'm going to cut back from how many, I usually do 1 or 2 or 3. Well, 1 if it's a big story. But 2 or 3 or 4 little bits that I stick into one video, well, I'm not going to do that anymore at all. From now on, whenever I do any of those, they are all going to be just one section, one thing at a time that I find. So they're hopefully going to be a lot shorter, a lot quicker, and just easier to churn out and get done once a week, or something like that. The point is to make it easier, still be able to do it, but keep it easier, keep it shorter, because I've realized a mistake I've made with this channel. Maybe not a mistake, because you got to go through stuff. You got to go through experiences to get clarity. And so I wouldn't say any of the past has been a waste, but I've realized that everything that this channel that I do, that I want to do in the future, everything, it's all about that charity that I keep bringing up, that I keep mentioning on here. A charity specifically for people with religious trauma syndrome. And I talk about it because I want to bring awareness to it, and I want to create the ultimate charity that provides everything that people with religious trauma syndrome may need, or are coming from a super sheltered background, like Amish, or or the super extreme Muslims who cut their families off if they leave, and some Christians do it too, and some Catholics, and different small groups and different religions that take their religions way too seriously. They will cut their families off if they leave their own religion. And so, my charity would be for literally helping anyone out on any level of religious trauma syndrome possible. Obviously, I can't do and create all those things. I'm trying to make myself a big enough person to where I can attract the people that can help me bring those right people together that can do that stuff. But, where I'm at now, I've realized there's still actually something I can do. It's not much, but it's something I can do. And that is, I can bring helpful advice based on my own and others' ex-religious survivors' experiences. And I'm going to be doing this through stories, Q&A videos, as well as just occasional how-to videos that I come up with. That I would think someone from my position that I used to be in might need, because that's what I am constantly thinking about when it comes to this charity. Like, I think about the experiences I went through and what would have helped me out, what would have jumped out at me and grabbed my attention, and that I could have accessed and gotten advice or help, direct help from, somewhere I could see that place will help me. I call that number, that's what I want to be able to provide to someone else, and then be able to, give them, what did I struggle with when I was growing up, when I was getting out into the real world, discovering what the real world was like. What did I need? What were things that would have helped me to know that I know now that I can pass on to others? So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And I have other friends online and relative or two that I will be getting ideas for questions and answers and stories and everything together. So that's gonna require me to do a lot of writing, which I'm going to be trying to do a lot more day to day. I've already started. Also because I broke my phone and I realized I need to start recording everything important that I put on my phone onto paper. So that is something else I have begun. And of course, I have to work on writing for comedy and for some other things that I hope will come into fruition when I have even more time down the road to invest in them. But that is the direction we are going. We are turning this channel into the closest thing that I can provide as an information charity center. I mean, I'm not giving any money or anything like that away anymore. We're not doing that anymore. So, if you have questions, if you are a survivor of religious trauma syndrome, current survivor, or have survived, if you have questions, if you have advice, ideas that you would like to share or that you would like to have answered, leave them in the comments below, because this is happening. And even if you're not from a harsh religious background, a lot of this advice can still apply to people who were just sheltered in general. And who knows, you might learn something new yourself, or if you know someone who's just struggling in general. And I mean, I'm an idiot, okay? So if they feel like they're having a hard time, and this idiot can figure something that basic out and hopefully explain it in a sensibly easy enough fashion for you to understand, send them my way. Tell them to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, hit like, subscribe, because all that shit helps make this channel bigger. And I'm also going to be starting to look for some help from people I already know, or the groups that I'm already in. Not here on YouTube. Sorry. Not taking applicants from the channel and random out here. But I will be looking for people that can help me do this, who have or who maybe develop a similar passion as I have, and who can help me do a better job at this, maybe edit better, or give me better ideas, or help. I don't know. I'm just doing this all myself. So literally any kind of help on any level for anything would be amazing. It would probably increase this channel's attractiveness. Let's go with that. Might increase this channel's attractiveness by a proportional amount. So, that is that. I am going to try and do another video this weekend. It will either be thoughts on my father from the funeral that I might share, or it will be the next Bible bit. In fact, it will probably be, at least for the next several videos, more Bible episodes. The good, the bad, and the Bible. Just because I'm going to need some time to gather something so I can begin the official first video of this channel being a charity, so to speak. And this channel will also go under a new name change. I know, I have changed it twice. What can I say? This is part of growing. This is part of learning. This is part of figuring out what the fuck you want to do with your life. As I am doing. Trying to get it all organized. My mind's a mess, in case you couldn't tell. But it's all coming together, slowly but surely. Just can't give up. And what is the new channel's name? Well, I've decided it's just going to be the same name from now on as what my charity would be. And that would be called The Unshelter. I think you can figure out why I went with that name. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you this weekend, hopefully. No, next week. Because you'll be getting this video on the weekend. Yeah, now we're getting it together. Yes, next weekend will be a good, the bad, and the Bible episode, or thoughts on from my father's funeral. We shall see. Until next time, my friends, stay safe. I hope life has been gentler to your bank account than it has to mine. But if it hasn't, keep your chin up. Things will work out. People are good. People are good. We must count our blessings. Indeed. Stay safe, my friends, and until next time, farewell.